I call the order a regular meeting of the President and Board of Trustees of Machesney Park, Illinois for Monday, December 1st, 2014. Please stand for invocation led by Pastor Rob James, GPS Church, and Pledge of Allegiance led by Trustee Aaron Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I just want to say whoever made the decision to postpone a week for the tree lighting ceremony, good call. It was a great night. Let us pray. Gracious God, we give you thanks for community. We give you thanks for last night's events and the opportunity to come together and to enjoy each other and to enjoy the community that we are all a part of. We give you thanks for all who serve throughout this community in various ways, shapes, and form. And we pray that in this season of holidays, you would give us all hearts of generosity. Remind us to care more for our neighbors than for ourselves, and to put in us a great spirit that sends us out to care for and to bless those around us. God, continue to watch over these leaders, protect and care for them and their families, keep them safe and healthy during this season, and continue to call us together to be those who strive for what it is that we are called into, to create community in this place. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the clerk take a roll call, please?
Mayor Boland.
Here.
Trustee Snodgrass. Here. Tamman. Here. Kidd.
Here.
Wilson.
Here.
Yo.
Here.
Beck.
Here.
Clerk is present. The attorney is present.
Thank you, Lori. We have a quorum. Next is approval of minutes from November 17th, 2014 board meeting. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussions or changes? I see none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes have been approved. Next we have Treasurer's Report. Steve Johnson.
Thank you, Your Honor. This week's Treasurer's Report reflects what the village received in MFT funds of $50,944.71 and billed Machesney funds of $292,864.48. The total of all funds this evening is $6,621,016.39. I would also like to thank everyone who attended and helped at the Light Up the Parks parade this Sunday, and also the village tree lighting ceremony. That was just an awesome event. It was very, very impressive when the tree turned on. I thought that was very, very impressive. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Steve. I'll entertain a motion to accept the Treasurer's Report.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussions? I see none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The Treasurer's Report has been accepted. Next we have communications. Village Clerk, Lori Mitchell.
Thank you, Your Honor. This evening, I just want to remind everyone that the Salvation Army will benefit from Nickel Tuesdays going on now at Kelly Williamson mobile stations. The Salvation Army will receive 5 cents for each gallon of gas purchased on Tuesdays during this promotion. The village lighting contest is in full swing. If you see outdoor home decorations that are outstanding, please call the village clerk's office at 815-877-5432 and submit the addresses. Top 3 winners will be announced at the December 15th board meeting with prizes awarded from Machesney Park merchants. At this time, Trustee Wilson is going to read a proclamation beginning a ceremony that the mayor is presenting to Samantha Robertson.
Samantha Robertson has endured chemotherapy once a week for a year, and during that time, her mom says she never looks at herself as being the sick one. And her dad says she smiles all of the time and is always happy. Her teacher, Miss Summers, says when she comes to class, she gives 110. And because of cancer, Samantha has endured more hardship during the last year than most of us will endure in a lifetime. And Samantha has inspired and motivated each of us to remain positive, keep smiling, and know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Samantha will continue to have many more beautiful days. Now, therefore, I, Jerry D. Bowman, Mayor of the Village of Machesney Park, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, December 2nd, 2014, as Samantha Roberson Day.
Samantha, if your parents would come up here with you. Samantha, to you and your parents, there have been very few people that have inspired me with their bravery and commitment to suppress dangers, encounters of unknown resolve. 4 of them are the first one was the 28th President of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, had many health issues. The next one was the 33rd President of the United States, Harry S. Truman, which made that decision to use the atomic bomb. The next one was President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, which also had a lot of health problems, and he had to face the Cuban nuclear missile crisis. And the 4th one was 4-star General Westmoreland. He was commander of all U.S. military operations in Vietnam from 1964 to 1968. And today I will add number 5 to my list of bravery and inspiration, Samantha Roberson, I'll say that right. And for that, if you look in the dictionary under ambassador, it says the highest ranking diplomatic representative appointed by one country or government to represent it. And Samantha, I as President, Mayor of the Village of Machesney Park, appoint you to be Ambassador of Inspiration, representing the Village of Machesney Park to the whole world. And I present to you a key to the village and a plaque of inspiration. This is, first of all, your proclamation. This is the ambassador. And I'm going to read the Ambassador of Inspiration. It is presented to Samantha Roberson for inspiring and motivating all of us to maintain a positive attitude through life's toughest moments. Issued this first day of December 1st, 2014. Samantha, this is a plaque. This is the key to the village. It says, presented to Samantha Roberson, December 1st, 2014, for being an ambassador of inspiration, Village of Machesney Park. Congratulations. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank everybody for all of this. Thank you.
This is from the mayor. You guys have anything to say?
I just want to say thank you too. It's such an honor for everyone to acknowledge her in this way. It has been a hard fight, and she's going to keep fighting because she knows she has so many people behind her. So thank you very much.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you, Lori. Next, we have warrants. Trustee Snodgrass.
Thank you, Your Honor. I present warrants in the amount of $646,860.30. They were reviewed and recommended for approval earlier this evening at the Administration and Finance Committee, and I move for their passage.
Thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the warrants. Are there any discussions? I see none. Will clerk take roll call?
Trustee Snodgrass.
Aye.
Cameron.
Aye.
Kidd. Wilson.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck. 6 ayes and no nays.
Thank you, Lori. The warrants are approved. Next, we have administrative reports, and to start out with, we have a couple of donations. to two pantries, GPS Church Pantry. Pastor Rob James, would you step to the podium? And also Helping Hands Pantry, Pastor Jarrett Kemp, would you come up to the podium also? Pastor James, Pastor Kemp. This is each a $500 donation to their to Helping Hands Pantry and GPS Pantry to help those that are in need, especially at Christmas time. And we appreciate you guys and your churches very much. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll certainly put this to good use. We started our pantry in 2007 with Grace Lutheran, and started with a one-time event that is now 11 times a year. We serve about 200 households a hot dinner and get them a box of food through the Northern Illinois Food Bank. So we'll certainly put this to good use. Thank you.
We at Helping Hands would like to also thank you for the donation y'all blessed us with. And we will see that it is put to good use, and people who need it most will receive it. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank WREX TV 13 for their live presentation November 20th for the toy drive. We have collected a lot of toys. We still need more toys. We have 11 days left of the toy drive. You can drop off your new toys unwrapped here at the village from 8 a.m. to 4:30. They also at Panera Bread, there's a drop box there, Red Mango, and Starbucks. So if you haven't got your toys in, it's time to get them. Okay, we appreciate everybody that's donating to that. Again, Machesney Park tree lighting last night went very well, and I'd like to thank a lot of people that were involved with that. Penny Olson, Chad Hunter, Stan, Dan, and Wade, Lucia Matlock, GPS Church, Gateway Performing Arts, and of course we had Santa here, Greg Beck, and the staff here, and there's several other people involved, but I'll stop right there. Thank you all very much. It went very well last night. There's been a lot of things happening in the last couple of weeks. Congratulations to Winnebago County Sheriff Dick Myers on his retirement. He served 50 years of service to our country and our community. The last 16 of those years was the sheriff of Winnebago County. If you didn't know, he was the first police officer that we had in, used to be North Park, which is now Machesney Park. He was the first officer out. In fact, he was the only officer in North Park. So congratulations to Sheriff Myers. We hope he enjoys his retirement. And congratulations to our new Winnebago County Sheriff, Gary Caruana. If I say that wrong, I apologize. Gary was sworn in today, and we wish him the best in his efforts to lead our county with our protection. Congratulations, Gary. And that's all I have. Next we have Attorney Green.
I have no report tonight, Your Honor. Thank you.
Next we have Village Administrator Tim Savage.
Thank you, Your Honor. As a follow-up to public comment at the last board meeting, an inspection was conducted on Jenny Drive of the formerly burned out home there. And it was discovered that there was a boarded up window with plywood at the front of the building. So a notice of violation was sent, giving him a 10-day time frame to correct that. A meeting was held today with the building owner, and he has agreed to install glass in that window within 1 week. So we will be doing a follow-up a week from today. Secondly, I'd like to note that last Monday, the 24th, we had a snowstorm. The area experienced a winter storm that began as rain, changed over to snow around 10 a.m. The Weather Service reports that we received just under 2 inches of snow, with the stations at Rockford Airport receiving 1.5 inches. The village crews were called out midday to salt the stop intersections, the hills, and the roads classified as main thoroughfares. Snow removal was conducted on those same main thoroughfares only in the hills near the end of the storm. That afternoon, we assessed the pavement temperature and the amount of melting that was occurring naturally. The fact that it was melting quickly, coupled with the standard operating procedure that plowing is conducted after 2 inches of snow, led us to the decision not to plow residential streets and side streets. It was a judgment call, as many of these storms are, but the flash freeze that occurred was not anticipated later that day and into the night. So we recognized that there were poor conditions of those side streets and the residential streets the night of the 24th and into the 25th when the slushy snow froze. So salt crews were called out on an as-needed basis for those streets the next day. Lower temperatures did not, however, allow for any plowing to occur to those streets. I wanted to note for the board and ultimately the public that there hasn't been any change in the policy or level of service. The road conditions of the morning of the 25th were a result of the unanticipated icing. We sent the trucks out to address it. And again, there hasn't been any change in the level of service. It was one of those judgment calls. And we are continuing with our same SOP that we've had in previous years. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Next, we have Harlem High School student liaison, Justin Porter.
Thank you, Your Honor. The activities for this week include a home varsity girls basketball game on the 2nd at 7 p.m. Student Council's toy drive on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and a home varsity boys basketball game on the 5th at 7 p.m. For next week, the activities include a Harlem band concert on the 9th at 7 p.m., then a Harlem choir concert on the 11th also at 7 p.m., and a Harlem boys varsity basketball game on the 12th at 7 p.m. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Justin. Next, we have Public Works Superintendent Chad Hunter.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just wanted to give an update on the leaf vacuuming. I received word from Rock River Disposal today that they'll be out this week doing their final pass vacuuming leaves. They urge residents to have their leaves out by tomorrow. Make sure they get picked up. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Next, we have Village Engineer Chris Dawkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. Updates on ongoing projects in the village. Vermont Terrace and Colonial Drive improvements, paving was completed, and the majority of the traffic control was removed. All mailboxes have been reinstalled, and mail service is now switched back over to the permanent mailboxes. We're going away from the temporary mailboxes. Work that's still remaining yet this season, installation of a couple hundred square feet of brick pavers along this 251 service drives and the concrete islands. 9-4 has a trench box, and they need to backfill an excavation at the intersection of Ramona and Elm Avenue, do some rough grading behind the curves, and then overall just clean up the site, get a sweeper out there and get things off the roadway and winterize the site, which the contractor will be working on over the next week or so. The flood demos, contractor has resumed activity last week. 10 of the 11 homes have been demolished as of today. 6 of the 11 sites have been restored with dirt, seed, and blanket, and the contractor expects to complete the remaining 5 tomorrow with restoration. Water services near pavement limits have all been disconnected, so we're confident we don't have to get into pavement anymore. We have approximately 10 water services that are left to disconnect, and again, we're going to do those in zones to try to minimize any disruptions in water service to the residents. On Illinois 173, unfortunately, the project was not able to be open in time for the Black Friday holiday and shopping. The contractor really was set behind by Monday's snowstorm and then the subsequent cold weather that came in afterwards. As of today, we really have 3 items that need to be completed in order to open up the roadway to traffic. First, there has to be sign panels that are installed within the gravel medians, and that work is scheduled for tomorrow morning. The second thing that has to happen is temporary pavement markings that are still left out there. These are mostly left turn arrows and lane delineations need to be removed. Again, that work is scheduled for tomorrow. The last thing that needs to happen is that new pavement markings need to be placed, and that's really where we're having some problems. It's just been simply too cold, and the machines and paint's been freezing up. It's really kind of weather dependent. So they're going to try, again, striping tomorrow. Hopefully the weather stays above freezing and we're able to get the pavement markings down. We've been working with IDOT here and trying to come up with some contingency plans in case we have materials that freeze. The plans are ranging from anything from waiting till the end of the week, which appears we're gonna have some warmer weather, to switching materials to either epoxy or an acetone-based paint, that are a little bit harder to get. The contractor's looking for those materials now as we speak, actually. The goal is to get the road opened up as quickly as possible, of course. Also have one more contingency plan, which is perhaps to bring in another subcontractor to complete the striping with equipment that can be brought in and kept warm. So we're going to try to get the road open as quickly as we possibly can. In the meantime, the contractor is going to continue to put the signals in. A lot of the signal standards have been installed. They're starting to work on map arms now. There will be temporary pavement closures around those work sites. But overall, hopefully we get the road open as quickly as possible.
Thank you, Chris. Next, we have Planning and Zoning Coordinator Carrie Houston.
Thank you. I just wanted to report that we did not have a quorum at last week's Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, so that meeting has been rescheduled for a week from tonight. It will be held Monday, December 8th at 6 p.m. right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Next, we have Public Safety Coordinator Rocco Wagner.
Thank you, Your Honor. From the period of November 14th through the 27th, the Sheriff's Department responded to 655 calls for service, made 163 traffic arrests, which included 4 DUI arrests, 39 criminal arrests. And for this shopping season, we'll have at least one deputy on a directed patrol in the retail areas, mainly on the 173 corridor in the Machesney Town Center from 10 a.m. until the stores close. This will include a foot patrol where the deputy will stop in and touch base with the merchants. And that's all I have, sir.
Thank you, Rocco. Next, we have committee and trustee reports. Do we have any reports this evening? Trustee Tannen.
I just wanted to say the tree looks really nice when I was driving here tonight. It looks so beautiful there right in front of the town center. Also, Lori Heineberg, who is Sammy's cousin, gave me this little flyer thing for a night in Bethlehem, the drive-through live nativity on December 13th and 14th at Riverside Community Church on North 2nd Street. So if anybody wants any more information about that, I've got that. That's all. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Trustee Tannen. Are there any more reports? Trustee Wilson.
I just want to thank everyone who came out to the first Nickel Tuesday. We did 841 non-perishable food items in 1 hour and raised $470 in cash in 1 hour. Tomorrow's Nickel Tuesday will be on Alpine Road across the street from the Rock River Block from 6 to 7 a.m.
Trustee Snodgrass.
Thank you, Your Honor. First of all, I'd like to say it was great fun last night with the Light Up the Parks Parade. It was a beautiful night and it was not as cold as last year, so that was very successful. And then the Administration and Finance Committee met tonight, where we approved 1 ordinance and 1 resolution that'll be going before the board tonight, and 2 resolutions that'll go before the board on December 15th, all with positive approvals. Positive recommendations, sorry.
Thank you, Trustee Snodgrass. Trustee Kidd.
I got everybody a gift, so I'll give it to the village president. No, I'm sorry about that. It's all right. I got a hard day. So, and I thought it was a really good find when I was gallivanting a couple months ago, and I think it's really wonderful. So I'm
The mail file.
It might work.
Everybody see that? Fred Machesney?
No, I did not confirm that's Fred Machesney himself. However, it is, I don't know who it is, but I just thought.
It is. Yeah, I recognize that head anyway. Thank you, appreciate it. We'll see if this gets put in off all this. Thank you. That's, it goes along with us asking and trying to get all the history of Machesney Park, North Park, that we can get. So if there's anybody else out there has anything back from a long time ago, hey, bring it in and let's see if we have that. And if we don't have it, then we'll add it to it because we can copy it or whatever. So thank you very much, Trustee Kidd.
And I would like to thank my rappers, Mr. and Mrs. Bailey. Thank you again.
Good job.
Nice mind.
Yeah. Okay, Trustee Beck.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to commend both Harlan Township and the village for their toy drive and their efforts. I know there's a lot of people that are involved with it, not only staff here, but high school students involved with Terry Night at the township. And also like to remind that, you know, during this holiday season, there are those that have less than we do, and it would behoove all of us to take a minute, reflect on that, and help and provide wherever you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Beck. Are there any more reports? I see none. The next item for consideration is the consent agenda. Are there any items that a trustee would like removed from the consent agenda to be considered separately? I see none. The consent agenda is accepted as presented. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. Item A is ordinance 30-14. This is the second amendment to the 251-173 TIF district. The amendment authorizes the project and plan primarily to extend this TIF to the year 2026. This is the second and final reading. Item B is ordinance 32-14, establishing a joint enterprise zone between, or in cooperation with the City of Loves Park and the Village of Machesney Park, as authorized by the Illinois Enterprise Zone Act. It also authorizes an intergovernmental agreement between Loves Park and Machesney Park. This is the first reading. Item C is Resolution 74R14, authorizing the engineer to proceed with the final engineering on the Alpine pedestrian multimodal path. Item D is Resolution 75R14, authorizing engineering for the engineer to proceed on the Alpine Road Service Drive construction. Item E is Resolution 76R14, resolution to adopt the County of Winnebago multi-hazard mitigation plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Is there any trustee discussions? I see none. Will the clerk take roll call, please?
Trustee Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Snodgrass.
Aye.
Mayor Boland.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays.
Thank you, Lori. All items under consent agenda is approved. Next, we have public comment. Do we have anyone who wishes to make public comment? I see none. Next, we have a closed session. I will entertain a motion to go into closed session pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C565, the purchase or lease of the real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired. 6, the setting of a price for sale or lease of property owned by the public body. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are now in closed session.